How are we going to activate your awesomeness? Here are 3 free ways. But first, let me tell you about how I activated my awesomeness. Now, some people may say, oh, isn't that kind of conceited to say that you're awesome? Nope. Because I like being awesome. I know I am. I know that I have so much to offer the world. And if I were not awesome, I'd be cowering in a corner somewhere, afraid to get out and to be who I need to be, who I was designed to be. I would be afraid to get on Periscope and to talk to you every single day in my 31-day personal Periscope challenge. I couldn't be awesome if I weren't awesome. I couldn't do all that. And so I want to show you how to activate your awesome, but it's going to take a little bit of work. It's going to take a little bit of willpower. It's going to take some just some extra stuff for you to get it done. And today I'm going to share with you how to do that. But how did I activate my awesomeness? Wow. Well, one day I decided that I was just tired of living a mediocre lifestyle. I was tired of, and I was in my teens. I really was. I was in my teens, and I said, you know what? There's more to life than this. And so I'm going to learn how to be fearless. And my parents, they kind of pushed me because they pushed me out front kind of early in my life. I was singing when I was 12 years old with my brother and sister. So I had to be in front of audiences. I was speaking at around that same time, kind of early. And so I was kind of up front. So awesomeness was kind of birthed in me kind of early. I didn't realize it because there were other things going on in my life. And I just was like, okay, well, this is a habit now. I've got to get out here and I've got to do it. But that didn't mean that I wasn't afraid to try new things. That didn't mean that I was going to always be fearless, always be confident, because it didn't always happen that way. Awesomeness is a practice. You have to activate on a regular basis. This morning, I had to activate my awesomeness. And I'm going to show you a little later on in this scope how I did it, because I think you can be inspired and motivated to do the same thing. It's amazing. So later on, I'm going to show you my awesomeness activation exercise, and I want you to practice it for yourself, okay? So why do we fear being awesome? Why do we fear doing the great thing that's inside of us? Well, the main thing is that we're afraid of the unknown. Some people say we're afraid of success. Some people say we're afraid of failure. But I think ultimately we are afraid of the unknown. We don't know what's going to happen on the other side of doing that thing that we really need to do, that we really want to do. And so we fear the unknown more than anything else in this world. And that's okay. Thanks for the hearts. Tap, tap, tap. If you understand and believe what I'm saying, that the unknown is the thing that we typically fear the most, because it's like, what's going to happen? Is it going to hurt me? Is it going to, am I going to feel rejection? Am I going to be in pain? Am I going to just have all kinds of emotional distress? Am I going to, disappoint some people? What's going to happen to me? Most people, we just don't know what's going to happen. And that's okay. That's where all the adventure and the fun comes in, because when you activate your awesomeness, then you look at it from a perspective of adventure versus a perspective of, oh, this is going to hurt me. It's not, because the thing you want to keep in mind is to ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? The worst thing that can happen is you do nothing. That's really the worst that can happen, because you never will know what's on the other side of the thing that you desire. Okay, so the fear of the unknown. But then what do we do when we are afraid of something? And we really want to do it? We tend to go overboard with trying to get information about it, because we're trying to eliminate as much of the mystery as possible. And so we will research, we will look things up, we will talk to other people, we'll get other people involved, people who really shouldn't be involved, and they'll end up talking you out of it because for so many reasons. And so we overcompensate, get information overload, and then that drains us, that overwhelms us. And so on top of the unknown, we have this feeling of of overwhelm. So yes, we try to eliminate as much risk as possible. And that's okay to a degree, but if you are overdoing it, then you paralyze yourself. What's called analysis paralysis. We paralyze ourselves trying to get as much information as possible so we can eliminate the risk, so we can eliminate the mystery, so we don't have to be afraid anymore. But that doesn't really help. It doesn't really give you what you need. But it's until we try, until we jump, until we feel the fear and do it anyway, we are not going to know, even with all the information, how it's going to impact our lives. And so when we're doing all this overthinking, overworking, overcompensating so we can get the information that we're trying to get, then we overwhelm ourselves and we still get paralyzed by fear, and our awesomeness still stays dormant in our lives. But there are 3 free ways for you to activate your awesomeness. Who wants to activate your awesomeness? If you do, tap the screen, tap the screen if you want to activate your awesomeness. Tap that screen for me and let me know. Tap it because it's possible and it's free. It's free, and I'm going to share it with you. So, how many of you have heard of Napoleon Hill? My job, I am a coach. I am a confidence coach. I help people activate their awesomeness. I help you move from your comfort zone to your confidence zone so that you can double your income, get the love you deserve, and reach every dream that you have desired in your life. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I'm going to share with you my 3 free ways to activate your awesomeness, because trust me, when you hear this, you're going to be like, I think I can do that. I know I can do that. I'm going to do that. And that's pretty much the steps you take. Oh, so here we go. So Napoleon Hill, he wrote Think and Grow Rich. He wrote some of the other awesome books, amazing books that you should really get into. And one of the things he said, if you can conceive it, if you can believe it, then you can achieve it. And so these are my 3 free ways for you to activate your awesomeness. The first thing is conceiving it. And what do you conceive? You know, you conceive kids, you conceive an idea, you conceive so many different things. And so to activate your awesomeness, the first free way is to conceive it, to think about it, to have an idea about what it is you want to do. And once you think about it, you have an idea of it, then I want you to, that's not where you're going to stop. I want you to think about your past history. I want you to think about all the awesome things you did in your past. What's the awesome thing you did in your past? Did you graduate from high school? Did you graduate from college? Did you get a job? Did you learn how to walk? Did you learn how to ride a bike? Did you learn how to do these things that we consider insignificant? Those are huge things. You did that. And then it was like, wow. How amazing is that? You are awesome. You already have awesomeness in you. It's there. We just have to unearth it. We have to dig it out, and we have to help you see it once again. And once you see how awesome you are by the things that you've already done in your past, then the thing that you want to do right now or in your future becomes possible. So you conceive of that new idea. And you think about all the things that you did in the past, and that gives you a little bit of courage to say, you know what? I can do that. I really can. And then you go and you write down that idea. Earlier in this scope, I showed you my goals, all the things that I'm wanting to do for this month. And it becomes easier for you to get a little bit more motivated to write it down. And that's all you have to do for right now. You just write it down, think about it, conceive it in your mind, write it down. That's the first free way to activate your awesomeness. The second way is to believe. Now, when I was younger, people would talk to me about miracles all the time. God's going to work a miracle for you, and I believe He did. God is going to do this. You're going to, if you believe in this miracle, if you believe in what God said, this miracle can happen for you. And I believe that. But the other side of that is, I look at shows like Once Upon a Time, because I love fairy tales. I look at these other shows like Alice in Wonderland, these movies, different things where magic happens. And then I thought about it. And the main thing, especially Walt Disney, he was really big on believing, right? So if you believe, then magic is going to happen. And so that's the same thing with activating your awesomeness. When you believe in miracles, when you believe in magic, you begin to activate your awesomeness. But what are we believing in? We are believing in the power that's already inside of you, that was with you since the day you were born. Everybody is born with a little bit of awesomeness, and that awesomeness expands and it grows as you get older and you start believing more and more and more. And so once you believe in the magic that's already inside of you and the awesomeness you already have, it's amazing. God blesses that. You believe to see the miracles happen in your life over and over and over again. So that idea that you have, that we conceived, then that is the thing that you want to believe in. You want to believe in the idea that you have and start to believe in yourself, because the magic and the power is already in you. And then the other thing that you want to do is show, have the will to say it. Say that I believe. When you do that, then everything starts to happen for you. I believe that I can go to school and I can get my degree. I believe that I can start this business. I believe that I'm going to have an amazing relationship. I believe that my confidence is going to grow and expand every single day that I give myself the opportunity to do it. I believe. And then sometimes you just have to repeat it. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. And you keep saying that to yourself. And because in our minds, it starts to activate something. It activates that on a neurological level, that this thing is truly possible for you and you have the power within you. And then it starts to activate and it grows and it expands and it gives you more courage to get out there and actually start to do something. And that's the next thing, achieve. So the first thing was conceive. That's the first free way. The second free way is to believe. It doesn't cost you anything to believe. I'm sorry about that. I got a call coming in. Then achieve. So the third free thing to do is to achieve. And that means you go for the goal that you set for yourself in your life. You write it down. You're writing down those goals in the idea part of this. And then you're believing in that goal. And then you're going for the goal. Okay? You're going out and hi there, how are you, Bread of Life? Thanks so much for being here. And then you're doing awesome things from there. Once you conceive, once you believe, then you start to achieve. You start to act. You start to ask. Great, thanks so much. I'm so glad you're doing well. So the third free thing is to achieve and to ask. Really asking God, asking people around you who believe in you, and then your awesomeness is activated because you're going out and you're acting on the thing that you want to do. That first thing, that idea. You're remembering your history. You're believing. That's the second thing. That there's magic in you, that there's power in you that's been born and birthed in you. You are doing that. And you're willing to say, I believe, over and over and over again. I believe that I can do this. I believe that I'm awesome. I believe that I can have whatever it is in my life that I deserve, that I want. I believe I can have that. And then the asking part, the achieving part. That's where you activate your faith. That's where you do everything that you need to do. Good morning. Hello. Hello. It's all in you. It's all available. The awesomeness. And so what are you going to do? Are you going to use these 3 free ways to activate your awesomeness? Are you going to do it this week? You know, it's great to hear all the things that you can do, all the free ways that I've given you, but until you activate it in your own life, until you implement it in your own life, then it's going to lie dormant. The awesomeness is going to lie dormant inside of you. But until you take action, until you activate it, then you're going to still be struggling for a long time to get it done. And so let me tell you what I do. Like this morning, there's some things on my goal list that I need to get done. And I'm going to get it done this week. So one of my things to do is to send out emails to meeting planners who are looking for speakers for their event. And I'm a speaker as well as a coach. And so I'm ready to get out there and share this message, this very message that I'm sharing with you, with college students as well as corporations. Because, say something about how, so that, once I get that done, I'm going to, because that's my idea. And then I believe that I'm going to hear from the right people at the right time. And then I'm going, I'm going to go out and I'm going to go for the goal. I'm asking for it. I'm doing everything that I need to do in order to make it happen in my life. And then the next thing I'm going to be telling you is, hey, I got some speaking engagements. My book is full. And for the rest of the year and into next year, I'm having to turn people away. That's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm activating my awesomeness, and that's how it's going to go down in my life, right? So what I had to do this morning was remember that God has placed inside of me everything I need to accomplish the thing that I want to do, to go out to emails, to get my one sheet together, to get my email script written, to get the email addresses that I need to send it out to the right people. All that's inside of me already. And so this morning I had to keep telling myself, Samantha, you're awesome. You're awesome. Let's activate this awesomeness. Activate, activate, activate. And that's almost like me saying, believe, believe, believe. But I already believe. So now it's time to activate that belief. So Samantha, you need to activate it, believe. And I also did the mantra that I shared with you last week. Today is a wonderful day. Miracles and money are coming my way. And it's time to activate your awesomeness. So activate it, activate it, activate it. Activate that awesomeness inside of you. Until you activate your own awesomeness, no one else is going to be able to do it for you. That's the only way it's going to be activated. Once you get in there and you really think about all the awesome things that you've already done in the past. Think about the thing you want to do in the future, and then start to activate it. Activate, activate, activate it. Believe, believe, believe. Because until you do that, again, that awesomeness is going to be lying dormant. It's like a seed that's already been planted, and it's going. Only way to be activated is until you pour that sunshine of belief on it and water it with more belief and activation, and then it's going to sprout and grow inside of you. And so I hope that as you listen to me this morning in this quick scope, that you are motivated to activate your awesomeness. And if you don't know what that is, let me tell you what it is. It's the fact that you're alive, that you have gifts that are already within you that are waiting to be brought forward. But you have to believe that it's available there, that it's ready to come out, it's willing. You're not listening to the scope for no reason. You are here for a reason. You needed to hear that today on this Monday morning when you're starting your work week, because you have things that you need to do. So I want you to get out there and I want you to get it done. If you have to stand in the mirror in the Superman pose, I'm awesome. I'm going to activate my awesomeness right here and right now. I am awesome. You have to, with power, with authority, say the words, I'm awesome. I activate that awesomeness inside of me. And even if you don't know what's going to happen on the other side of it, then you know that it's coming. That the thing that you need is coming. It's ready. It's available. But you got to put it to action. You have to activate it. You have to do the work. And so go back and look at the scope again and again and again, and learn the 3 free ways to activate your awesomeness, because once you do that, you're going to be unstoppable. And so that's what I want the world to know, that you are unstoppable and that you have everything inside of you that you need to be, do, and have everything you could ever dream of. Whatever you have been longing for this year, the thing that you thought you were going to get at the beginning of the year, that you said you wanted to work toward, and that 2016 would be amazing, it still can be amazing. But you have to get out there. You have to do the work. You have to activate that awesomeness. Good morning. Thanks. Hi. How are you? You have to activate that awesomeness in you. And until you do it, it's going to lie dormant and no one else can do it for you. Sorry. It doesn't work that way. So activate your awesomeness. Write it down. Do whatever you need to do. Get your goals written down. Say your mantras every single day. Do the thing that you need to do in order to get the awesomeness to come to the surface and to pour out into the world. I'm challenging you to do that, okay? So my name is Samantha Gregory. I'm a confidence coach, and I'm here to help you activate your awesomeness and get from your comfort zone to your confidence zone. So if you're ready to do that in your life, let's connect. Find me on Facebook at S.A. Gregory, or go to samanthagregory.com and connect with me there. You can download my free training. I'm going to have these periscopes on there under samanthagregory.com/periscope. You can go back and look at the previous ones Thanks so much. I appreciate that. And I want you to have an amazing day, okay? So that's it. I got to go to work and get these emails out, and I'm going to come back and tell you how many speaking engagements I have. Thank you so much, and be well. Love you.